thing on our mobility work is a frog stretch. So trying to get our knees as wide as we can, trying to get your heels in line with your knee as well, and then pointing your toe back up towards you. From there, it is coming down onto our forearm, tucking your pelvis under, and then we're going to sit our hips back as best you can. Find that stretch, okay, where you feel comfortable, not in pain. Okay, and then we're going to hold in that position for 45 seconds. Then each round we're looking maybe to sit a little bit further back or try and get the knees a little bit wider on that one. Okay, from there it is shoulder cars. Okay, so this is just all about getting a little bit more movement into the shoulder joint. So I'm going to come into a half kneeling position. From there I'm going to keep my hand, my palm facing in towards me, and I remember I don't want any movement in my torso when I'm doing this, no assistance, so all the movement is to come from that shoulder joint. So I want to keep my hips in line and keep facing forward. So from there, really nice and slow and controlled, I'm going to keep that palm facing in towards me, bringing my arm as close to my ear as I can, behind as best you can. Once you get as far back behind as you can rotate your hand, keeping it as close to your body as you can, all the way back around so your palm faces back in towards you, come back to your thigh. Is that okay? So it's really deliberate and a really slow and controlled movement with that one. So you'll do them on your right and on your left. Then the last thing we're going to do is just some standing leg lifts. So you can just rest your hand on something if you want, just for a little bit of balance. So anyone that done the glute kind of work yesterday, okay, this is just going to loosen them out just a little bit for you as well. So what I want is just pointing your toe in towards you and lifting leg out to the side, just loosen out your glutes, okay, and just to warm them up a little bit as well. Is that okay? So you'll do that on both sides as well. From there, it is our strength work, okay, or sorry, our Metcon. So what we're going to be doing today, okay, is you have 3 movements. You're looking to do 2 rounds as fast as you can of those 3 movements. Once you've 2 rounds done, you will take a 1-minute rest. You will note down how long it took you for those 2 rounds. Okay, 1-minute rest, and then you will do another 2 rounds. Note down how long that took you, 1-minute rest, and you will do all of that 5 times. So you're trying to do 2 rounds as fast as you can, then giving yourself a 1-minute break after that. Is that okay? So, your first movement is 10 step-ups. With the step-ups today, you can do them. If you have your dumbbell, you want to make them a little bit more challenging, we can have them holding it like a goblet, or if you feel more comfortable on one side or the other, that's perfectly fine. Or you can even rest it up on your shoulder. Or you can just do them body weight. That's completely up to you. Just you set your own kind of challenge with that. Okay, so other than that, it is 2 feet up, 2 feet down. Okay, so it is right foot up, left foot comes up to join, down, down, left foot leads up and down. Is that okay? So it's alternating foot that leads, and it's 2 feet up, 2 feet down with your step ups, and it's 10 in total. Once you've that done, it is 10 snatches. Remember with the snatches, always chest up and eyes looking forward. It is a slightly wider stance. So it is not down here with your arms up in the air, looking down at the floor and the weights. You don't need to do that. The floor is not going anywhere. You have the weight in your hand. Okay, so keeping that chest up. From there, touch. Okay, and it is pulling that weight up. We shrug, and then the weight flicks over. We can change overhead on the way down, or when we get to the floor. Touch and pull that weight up. Remember, it's not doing this and dropping the elbow down and then turning it into like a push press. So, okay, so you're going to do 10 of those, and then last thing we're going to do is 10 sit-ups. Okay, so sit-ups, we can go knees bent, elbows down, or we can go flat and tucking ourselves in, whichever option you are able to do. Is that okay? So it is 10 step-ups, 10 snatches, 10 sit-ups. You do 2 rounds of that, note down your time, take a 1-minute break, do all of that 5 times, and then you will record your fastest score. Is that okay? That's it, guys. That's Saturday wrapped up.